I'm slowly coming around to the idea that getting more proficient in the automation side of general aviation, so autopilot and flight planning and all of that malarkey within the aircraft, is a good idea. This flight is a circular flight around the eastern side of Scotland in the Bonanza, and I use it to dip my toe in the complex world of the autopilot for the first time. Hope you enjoy the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like my content, why not consider giving a small donation to support the channel financially using the Ko-fi link in the description. Thank you. In the description you will also find a link to my newly forged Discord channel. Why not sign up, get involved in coming up with ideas for videos, and also be the first to see screenshots of my flights as they happen. Okay, so this is going to be a short flight from Edinburgh via some GPS waypoints into Perth Scone. And the aim of this exercise is basically to get the autopilot to operate in NAV mode, which, if you know what you're doing, is no doubt very straightforward, but I've never been able to quite master it, so we're going to give this a go and see how we get on. I've read up the instructions, and hopefully I'm now clued up sufficiently to enable me to get it working. There we go. There we are. Got all the sound we need, yep. Okay, right. So let's put the avionics on. Oops. So to load the flight plan, we're going to press the flight plan button, and we're going to hit the small rotor, and then we're going to hit the button in the middle, and then we're going to use the large rotor to scroll down to that one, which is what we want. Then we're going to hit enter, which I always get confused and hit that one by mistake. But there you go, we're going to hit enter. That's our flight plan. Okay, loaded into the system. Okay, let's just check the QNH for detail 1013. Okay, yeah, we're good with that. Okay, let's put the transponder on for now. Okay, just check the lights. We've got the beacon on, we've got the nav lights on, we haven't got the strobe on yet. Do a quick image. That's okay, the actuators are working. Alright. So looking at the winds, we're going to go off on 24, and then what we're looking to do is circle round and intercept the flight plan at no more than 45 degrees. We'll be climbing up to, I think, probably 4,000 feet for clearance of the mountains. Alright, let's get head tracking going. and we'll crack on. Bit of a weird place to be parked, but never mind. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wind on the left. Yeah, rotate. You're away. Okay. It's a bit kinetic today. So let's just have a look at what we're looking at. Yeah. Okay, so let's just keep climbing. If we hit the nav button, we haven't enabled the autopilot yet though, so how we do 2,500. Remind me I've set the NAV mode on. NAV mode on. Yeah. Yeah, let's test it. Don't know what I'm doing here. All I know is that they're miles away from start point, which is over the airfield. Yeah. It's found the yes. Okay, so that's interesting. So you get close enough to it. If I look at the flight plan now. Let's see if it. Yeah, there you go. And then what we'll do is we'll go for alt mode. We get to 4,000. And then the transponder needs to be altitude. I don't know what else we forgot to do. Do that. Put the strobe on. There you go. And that should now. Here we're going. Quite certain actually. The fuel flow. Okay. There we have it. And we can tell it's on because it's got the GPS mode set in here. Autopilot's enabled, but yaw damping enabled, and it's on alt. Oh, how cool. And doesn't the latest version look better? I mean, it's only little bits, little things that they've done, but constant improvement. That's the spirit. Bit of a weird cloud there. So this is just Ortho photos and Sim Heaven. It's a bit weird. Let's just change the time of day a bit. A bit later maybe. Pinkness in the sky, isn't there? Gorgeous sky, isn't it? So we're trundling along here, and we'll get to FOYLE, and then we'll turn right, and we'll go to NEVIS, and we'll get to NESD, and then we'll get to ASNOD, and then we'll have to manually fly into Perth. There's the sunrise, look. We'll just leave it like that, I think, for a bit, and let's see if we can watch the sunrise. Okay, so we're now approaching FOYLE. So we'd expect it to start thinking about turning soon. So if we just pop into the cockpit and have a look at what the panel is saying to us. Not quite there yet, is it? Isn't that gorgeous? As the sun rises. Yeah, we're 2.8 miles now, look, from FOYLE, which is the next waypoint. There we go. Right turn in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Amazing, isn't it? There it is, look. Turn in. Onto NEVIS now. How fabulous. Right, let it continue. Okay, so following the GPS, 2.5 miles to the next turning point, which is NEVIS. Just there, look. Like that. And that's just Ortho photos. just beautiful, isn't it? Into Ben Nevis now, and turning. To the east. And then we've got 28 miles to the next point on the map. If we look at that, we're currently doing this, Nesdy. And then we're going to go to Asnod, which is there. And then we're going to turn into Perth Scone, and then we'll take manual control over and land at Perth. Not bad, I don't think. Quite beautiful. Quite a beautiful morning. It's probably a bit low, for safety's sake, but it does make for a more beautiful view, doesn't it? Okay, so time to the next waypoint. We've got 30 nautical miles to go. We're doing 141 airspeed, but our ground speed is 148. So what we can do is we can take the 30 divided by 148. That gives us 0.2 hours. If you multiply that by 60, that then gives you in minutes, which is then 12 minutes to run. So there you go. 12 minutes to the final checkpoint, and then we're going to have to descend for an overhead join into Perth Scone. Now, if we have a quick look at the information that we've got about Perth Scone, if I just pull this up quickly, there we go. So if we open the information, we haven't got a great deal of information about Perth Scone. It's not a big place, but we have got basic information. So we've got elevation of 395. So to do an overhead joint, you would actually, do you know, I've got a feeling it's an 800 foot circuit. Let's have a look. This is a really useful source of information that a club member maintains for us. So elevation 397, okay, that's slightly out there. Circuit height is 1,000 feet, 1,400 feet QNH. Yeah, fine. And we've got 2 runways, 3 runways. Wowzers. So what's this going to be? What's the wind at the moment? 180. So I guess at 180 we would take the 2-1 tarmac runway, wouldn't we? We would take the hard runway. Okay, so we're going for 2-1. Circuit height is 1,000 feet. 2-1 is a right-hand circuit. Okay. So just write that down so I remember. Saying 1,400 feet. It's 2-1 and it's a right-hand circuit. And I think I saw 1016 as the QNH. Do you know, I think we might just climb a little. Poor flight planning that is. I've forgotten this bit's a bit higher. What's that look like? Ooh. Yes. I think what we'll do is we'll go up to 5,000. I'll just let it gently rise. That's going to change the time to the final checkpoint just a little bit. That isn't going to hurt, is it? Let's just have a quick shufty at this flight logger, which is developed by a guy in the CIX VFR Club. It is truly amazing. So you can see here and there, look. Now the thing I didn't realise, and I'm annoyed with myself, is that you can actually get a 1 mile range ring round you, which would have been perfect for flying SimVenture this year, because you just make sure that the aircraft in front is half a ring in front of you. It's quite smart, really. Very clever piece of kit, actually. Okay, Golf. Papa Oscar. One 1013. Yeah, it's interesting. So Navigraph is obviously using the real one rather than the one in the simulator. So where we go is where we're going, isn't it? We're not going mad. Papa Tango. Idiot. That's the departure. No meta available for Echo. Golf. Papa Tango. So we'll go for Dundee. Papa November. 1016, yeah. It's 1016. Right, let's I think we'll probably be high enough up now. Yeah. Oh, we're back on again. Is that a bit of line in I saw that? We are 10 miles to go. Then we need to be 2,400 feet over the top of Scone, don't we? We've got to lose, what are we now, we're just short of 5,000 feet. And we need to be at 2,400, so we need to lose 2,500 feet in 18 miles. So 18 miles at whatever it is we're doing at the moment, which is 154. Let's get the calculator out again. 100. So it's 18 miles over 154. What's that times 60? And we're turning in now, quick. So we've got 7 minutes. So we've got to lose 2,500 feet in 7 minutes. Now it's like the long way around, isn't it? 2,500 divided by 7. 300. We need 350-ish feet per minute. Okay, so let's just go into vertical speed mode. How's the speed doing? The speed's fine. So we wanted vertical speed. So we should now be heading for roughly 2,500 feet. Then we're doing a right-hand into 2-1, aren't we? And the altimeter needs to be 1016. Might just make that. Feet per minute. Okay. How are we doing in terms of the flight plan? We're good. We're on the last leg now of the flight plan. And look, there you go. There's the weather. It's giving you the arse bit annoying. Giving you the altimeter in American units, not European units, so it's imperial, not metric. It's making corrections because of the wind speed, so the wind direction, I think. This is all hands off up to this point. What did we want? We wanted 2,400, didn't we? Okay, we're 3 miles. And we're doing really well, actually. Two miles to run. Now, we want that set to 2-1, don't we? So we know we're facing the right way. Yep. Okay, right. I think it's time to disengage the autopilot now. Curving to this. This goes down there, look. Perfect. We're a bit high. Okay, so we want to be circling Perth to the right with it on our right as we're doing a right hand circuit. So let's just use the last bit of height. Okay, that's circuit height. There's Scone over there. There it is. There's 2-1 threshold there. Oh, it's still got the it's still got the air show stuff on it from a couple of years ago. Ah dear. Can't get the staff, that's the trouble. Right. So we're going to go over the 2-1 threshold. There's a video featuring those somewhere on my channel. Right. Okay. Is that the dead side? We're looking for 1,400 feet, don't forget. And we are below VFE, which is nice. Okay, crosswind. Okay. Alright. Okay, so BUMPFITCH, so that's brakes, undercarriage, mixture, propeller, fuel's okay, instruments, Q&H is correct. Temperatures and pressures are all good. Carpet we don't have, and harnesses are fine. Okay, let's turn it to final. 9,400, so we should be at 900 for turning final. There's a lot of flaps. They're a bit low actually, because I'm a bit, well, I don't know actually. How are we doing for speed? 70 knots, a bit slow. It's just makes a lot of flaps. Yes, if I can not spoil this by braking the aeroplane at the end. The wind is coming from the left. Yep. Okay. A bit high. What we're doing for speed's fine. Missed the runway a little, but that's not bad. Yeah. Not my best landing, but never mind. Underneath the crisps arch that hasn't been removed. Okay. Alright. Transponder to on. There we go. All right. There's off. So there you go. I mean, clearly there's still a long way to go and a lot more to learn, but it was a fascinating start. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.